This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Kuroko. Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate Your Power Level, where we analyze the artwork, life lessons, and sports movements of anime. In this video, we'll be reacting to Kuroko no Basket episode 15. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for weekly reaction videos and sign up below for my Patreon for early access to all my reaction videos. Now let's get this Kuroko party started. Ooh. Japanese lunchboxes are very cute. Kawaii. I know that word. Eh. Uh-oh, is he a bully? He just takes food from people? I can't tell you how much that bothers me so much that players are allowed to skip practice and still participate in games and get priority playing time, even if they are the best player on the team. I truly believe that a coach's job is not to develop skill and understanding of the game, but we're also trying to raise good people, whether you're coaching kids or adults. But I'm glad they include this example because we don't want this anime to be unrealistic, because there are many coaches out there that would allow this, and I think it's really cool and insightful for the writers to show how people react to this and how there are actually teams like this in real life. And he's a bully. Can't get over that. Oh, who said don't give him that? I like this guy in the blonde hair. He's standing up for the younger guy. I like that transition. So he's the guy in the blonde hair, don't know his name, but this is a really good animation transition from kneeling to gradually standing up. And I remember when I was studying animation, our professor always encouraged us to actually act out the movements and record ourselves, and we can see what we look like in slow motion. But more importantly, when you can feel the motion yourself, you can actually animate it with much more accuracy and more intuitively. So see how it kind of gradually takes smaller to bigger steps, and then his torso kind of goes up. Oh, knee to the stomach. And for a coach to allow this type of bullying, But my guess is he will learn his lesson. Dang, 82 points. Oh, I like this animator. Very fluid, just like smooth motion. Look at everyone's facial expression. One person looks really surprised, the person behind the guy with the glasses, and then the other two people look worried, and then the guy with the glasses, who's the one that's going to be kissing up to Aomine, is the one that looks happy. So we all know who is going to be his I forgot. The jump float server from Haikyuu that would kiss up to Tsuki, his sidekick. Wakamatsu, that's the name of my favorite Japanese restaurant. Tiger Woods. Yeah, but they weren't this. I mean, they still went to practice. I like these images of these real-life athletes. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal did have to change the rules for dominant athletes like Shaq. Yeah, and you do get these occasional special players that change the game. But I don't care if Aomine is that player. Still gotta follow the team rules. Don't make me laugh. By the way, the last episode was the first one that I saw actual some correlation because they're talking about how the dog looked like Kuroko. This one, maybe it's Aomine saying, "Don't make me laugh, you're not very good." Block. C block. I'm a little confused at the structure of how this basketball tournament goes. It looks like there's been a couple days breaks between the matches versus just back-to-back like a volleyball tournament. But I'm glad they get days off. So if someone could explain the tournament format, that would be great. Senshinkan. Oh, little doggy. Even the edge of the dog's paw is a little bit fuzzy, and it's not a predictable same pattern. All the angles of the fur are going different directions. Just that you could feel the softness of that dog's paw. Okay, so they must be talking about Aomine going to Senshinkan. Gakuen. I wonder what the recruiting rules are for Japanese schools. Learning about Aomine definitely helps me appreciate Kagami's attitude a lot more. Oh, that's right. Playing one-on-one with Aomine. Yeah, beat him up. That dog definitely does add another element to the storytelling. Yes, still consequences. See, that's a good coach. Consequences for not following the rules of the team or listening to the coach. Although this is still going to tire him out. I would do something else, like having to carry everyone else's jerseys or something. Something that's not going to physically burn him out. I like that Kuroko is willing to listen before he casts judgment. Give him a chance to explain. Touo. So is that the one with Aomine? Ooh, now we're going to get some insight from Kagami. What's interesting is that Aomine is darker skinned, Kuroko is pale skinned, so maybe that's like the opposing, how they're complementary opposites. I'm looking forward to that, like that type of story development, where that goes. I'm liking this new anime, the new animator, sorry. So this must be a flashback. Whose first time? I don't know if it was Aomine or Kisei's first time. Okay, they're probably talking about Aomine. A junkie. We use that same word. We use that exact same word for volleyball. If you are obsessed with volleyball, meaning you watch it in your spare time, when you're not playing, you're talking about it with your friends, we call that you're a volleyball junkie. So I didn't know that other people use that word junkie associated with their sport. So basketball junkie. Unless that's just for the anime. I don't know if other people in real life use the word junkie for basketball. Yeah, this animator has some good perspective. So to have that elevated view, if you look at it, if you're looking at someone from like bottom to top, you can only see the top row of the teeth. Alright, a lot of people, they know their teeth here, so they try to draw it, but it ends up looking kind of weird. You can only see the nostrils, you can't see how long the nose is, and then for the eyes, you can see a lot of the white. The only thing I would have changed is the eyebrows should be just a little bit higher instead of down here. Even if my eyes are going down, there should still be a little bit of space, but in general, the perspective is really good here. Interesting. None of them start off as extraordinary players. So maybe he started off nice and innocent because he was a new beginner, and then he got arrogant over time. That's my guess. Oh, there's some change in that facial expression, those eyes. Uh-oh. He was skipping practice even in middle school. Okay. One thing I've learned about coaching is to win at a very high level, like a tournament or a state championship, you have to be okay with some of the egos that come with it, because it starts with belief. People who have a big ego generally have that strong belief that I could win state, but then with that comes some territory. And part of a coach's job is learning how to manage those personalities. You can't expect these people with incredible egos to also be easy to deal with all the time. And part of that is boredom. Like, they're so good that they want to feel challenged, and I think that's what we all want. I think for people who are really coachable and maybe not as good as the star players, naturally are coachable because they always feel challenged because they're always trying to catch up to the star player. But if you are the star player, that's one of the more challenging jobs as a coach, is how do I still make my star players still feel like they're improving, still feel like they got work to go. So definitely some really great insight on the top athletes, because yeah, honestly, it is boring for them if they're always dominating. I mean, 82 points in the game, but it is the coach's job to still engage them. This is a good walking animation, good flow, good bounce of the shoulders, not too much. And the hair is just gently waving. What does he desire? Aha. Like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. And that's why the greatest opponent you always face is yourself. And it's very insightful that Midorima recognizes that about him. He put the ice cream down his back. So calmly, too. Oh, all the ice cream fell off because all there is... Oh, what did that popsicle stick say? Let's see. Loser. Interesting. There is some meaning with the popsicle sticks because... That's what Kuroko did for his girlfriend. Yeah, play your hardest just out of respect for the opponent. Oh, this makes me sad that Aomine turned out like this, because that seems like a really great friendship. Yes. Oh, who's that? The Stealer? Oh, maybe he Feels like it's starting to get too easy. Like people are giving up. So maybe he feels like, why try? Or maybe he knows his power. Definitely creates some good empathy for the star players. I like that he is confiding in Kuroko, and that music is so eerie. It's like horror movie music. That is true. That is why I said you are your greatest opponent, because if you know you can beat a team and you lose to them, you truly weren't playing against the opponent. You're truly playing against yourself. You have to master yourself and not let down, and let teams that you know you can beat you if you're that good. And so he can beat himself if he doesn't try. Maybe the other 4 started changing because of their leader. Their leader started not trying hard. This is a very common way to talk in anime, scratching the back of the head. Was that fist supposed to be for a fist pump? Okay, at first I thought he was doing this, but like, why is his fist pointing to the side? Look at that. Whoa. Ooh, strong peach flavor. Oh man, that one hits the spot. Oh, this is super yummy. It smells like regular popcorn, but we know there's a little flavor inside. Wow. Kind of like honeydew, like mix of melons. Great way to wash it down. If you want to try your own Kuroko and Tokyo Treat snacks, use my discount code and link below to get $5 off your first order, so you can enjoy your snacks with me as we watch Kuroko no Basket. It's also a great gift for a friend and a great way to support the channel, because every purchase you make, I get a small commission, and all that revenue goes directly back into making better videos for you guys. Oh no, more fan service. That was one thing I liked about Haikyuu, is that there was no fan service. You could really just enjoy volleyball in the anime for what it was. They always have that sleepy eye look. Wait, is that a flashback, or is that a promise for a future game that he's going to beat Aomine? Is that Kagami again? Okay, I thought it was Kagami working hard. But why is this guy running? He needs to save his energy for the next game. Man, these eating scenes always make me hungry. I love Japanese food. Alright, let's analyze this food here. Looks like we got a nice potato salad on top of boiled eggs and fish. Man, just grilled mackerel. That is like grilled saba from Japanese restaurants. Just putting a little bit of rock salt on there, sea salt, and grilling it. Really delicious. Looks like some pickled vegetables on top. A potato or rice dish on the top right. And maybe tofu skins on the far left. And then we got little sausages. And of course we got the rice, or I don't know what they just scooped there, and rice cakes. Maybe that's one of the players having to work. And I like how every teammate has a supportive family saying, we gotta go to the game. Ooh, who's studying here? That's gotta be Kuroko. Oh no, that's the coach. I like how he said it's not good for your skin. This is exactly how I feel before big games. I'm like constantly churning, thinking about strategy. That is kind of awkward that the daughter would punch the dad and call him a pervert. I highly doubt. That makes me uncomfortable. I know it can be like a funny scene, but I think I just feel comfortable for any kid to treat their parent like this. Oh, little kitty. Sometimes cats do that. You can't predict them all the time. No, don't do it. Don't push yourself. Man, really good perspective here. Look how big that fist is close to the camera. Ooh, Kuroko also feeling the fist. There's a fist theme in this episode. Is the dog gonna do this with his paw too? I love these panning scenes to capture atmosphere, the background sounds of people chatting, just showing some B-roll footage of the school. Oh, that's cool. That's good that there's some local support of fans wanting to watch. Wait, what did they ask? Oh, where's Midorima? Pineapple. I still don't know this. Oh, Seirin is the school of Kuroko. So this means we get to watch a game from two other teams that we're not familiar with. Where is the coach, man? I forgot why Kuroko's boyfriend ended up going to this school, or not girlfriend. I'm really curious what the communication looks like between Aomine and his coach. Okay, so they are playing Seirin. You know, Kuroko's been on a winning streak. I just feel like the story is getting too perfect if they keep winning. So I feel like I'm waiting for them to lose. Not because I want them to lose, but just kind of due to the storyline. Okay, so this is the qualifier for the Inter-High, which is like maybe a bigger high school tournament. What is this? That was interesting. They just smacked him. That's it. Why did they choose to hit him out of everybody? Dun, 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 dun. And I like how the opponent is wearing all black to make it intimidating. Or maybe that's just the Japanese school uniforms. I like how he just calls him out. But what's probably going to happen is Seirin's going to be up, and then Aomine barely walks in as his team's losing, comes in. This reminds me of the scene of, who's the setter? K-pop. Forgot the setter from Aoba Joysai. But remember that scene where Karasuno is having a practice game against Seijo, And they're up, and then their setter comes in late, fashionably late, and then he ends up, I think, coming back to beat them, or at least coming really close, but having that immediate impact with almost no warm-up. I feel like it's going to be like that scene here. Yeah, let's see what insight he's gathered. It's only increased. Man, that would only make Kagami. Yeah. But the problem is he going to physically be able to handle the game? I like that. Yes. I like Kagami's attitude. There's this determination, but... man, wise words from Kuroko. Something tells me they're going to lose just to prove a point that Aomine is just that good. Oh, someone else got the steal. Man, the hair movement, the shoulder rolls. This is great. What was that? What the heck happened there? Was that like a no-look pass? Okay, so passing under the arm. Kamikaze. Captain. Someone's gonna alley-oop that? Sorry? Why did he say sorry? Alright, that's an awkward walking pose. Unless he's doing that on purpose. To kind of walk extra funny. That was a really good like change in facial expression. You see how her mouth goes from kind of shock to concern to like pissed off. See how her lips go up and down. It's hard to really, especially with such simple lines, to capture a lot of that much emotion. Just like Haikyuu, everyone's got their own backstory. And it's easy to want to hate Aomine for who he is, but now that you learn more about why he became the way he is, you definitely have more empathy. And I like that Kagami is even more determined to want to beat someone who acts like that. I feel that reveals a little bit more about Kagami's character, that he wants to beat someone extra hard because they have a bad attitude, or because he's someone that he believes deserves special treatment. I'm excited to watch this game, but I'm also a little nervous about the outcome, because I think this is probably the time that Seiren's going to lose. It's going to be a sad moment. And then we have to watch Aomine be right. What I mean by be right is that when he gets to win by showing up late, not coming to practice, and having a bad attitude, that just reinforces that how he's acting is okay. People tend not to change unless something hurts. But I do look forward later during the series where I'm sure Aomine is going to get his payday, where it's going to backfire in his face and he's going to lose a painful match and finally realize that I can't be like this anymore. And that's probably going to be Kuroko, the one saying, "Told you so, another ice cream down your back."